welcome back to Limbus Company, Daily Mirror Dungeon. It's randomizer day, as we do every Monday, and we're gonna do normal settings, I think. Don't need to do anything too special. Let's just end it, see what we get. And the counter can only use their counter, that is fine. I don't think any of these guys have counters. Yeah, okay, so prescript basically means we don't have any prescript because we got lucky there. Poise you have to start out with. Not bad. We've got 4 poise units here, actually, so we can make decent usage of that. It's all 4 of these are poise. Shame we don't have enough for the fusion gift, but we don't really need the fusion gift, of course. E.G.Os, fairly simple stuff. Actually, it's really funny how there's only 2 empty slots in this entire team. We don't have a Teth for you, and we don't have a Evolve for you. Otherwise, we've gotten something in every slot, so that's pretty convenient. Yeah, pretty solid. Pretty solid units all around. All right. Give me a minute to set up the team, and then we are going to get into it. Alright, the team has been set up. We got everyone here, we got all the E.G.Os. Let's just send it. I actually checked to make sure no one had counters, but I'm fairly certain none of us have counters, right? Would have been obvious. Okay, I guess we can take this down. We can pull up the floors for the, the first bit. Okay, if it shows up. Okay, 4th option, simple enough. We can get pendant there, so that's something for poise, right? That's at least decent. God, my audio is messed up, isn't it? Having a lot of weird audio issues as of late. I don't know if I'm just insane or if like the audio is weird now. I don't know. Okay, we can get your gift. That's something. And we can also get a free 40 cost alongside it. That's why you love CKQE here. I feel like it's so loud now, though. Probably just I'm just gonna mess around with this like a bunch in this episode, but it's probably going to happen because it's been bothering me a lot lately. Okay, let's see. So the actual order is you, then you. And yeah, no counters, as expected. That's fairly convenient. Basically, we got it without a prescript this time. Okay, now this sounds too quiet. Okay. This is driving me insane. I don't know what to do, honestly. It's probably gonna be like even like worse in the actual like recording, I presume. Like, I don't know how it sounds on my side, but like, God, I feel like they messed something up with the audio this week's update. Unless I'm just genuinely going insane, which I might. It's not really something I need to worry about that much, I think, right? But it bothers me a lot. Yeah, we got the funny breakdowns for the new E.G.Os. Sinclair's seems really cool, and I don't like Hong Lu's. Simple as that. Even, like, looking past the fact, like, Hong Lu doesn't have a Tremor ID, despite the passive only working with Tremor IDs. I mean, the passive, we don't know for sure. I think the passive seems like it might work if you just keep on using Cavernous Wailing. I don't know for sure, though. Because it says whenever you use a Tremor Burst skill. It doesn't specify, like, non-E.G.O skills, so I guess it could work if you keep on spamming that. But, main issue with it, Tremor Reverb is boring. Just being completely honest, I don't like it. It seems like a, boring take on the Tremor Amplitude conversions, because it's just, yeah, this is Tremor, but if it was Rupture now, basically. It's only on burst, not in every hit, but still. Hopefully it's going to be capped. I hope it's going to be capped at like 20 or something super low. I don't know, it just feels like the wrong direction to take Tremor. I like Tremor being all about like debuffing and stuff. Right? That's what I find so cool about it. It's the one status effect that doesn't just do damage. I guess Charge and Poise technically don't do damage too, but you use them to deal more damage, right? So they're kind of in the similar thing as Tremor, but Tremor you inflict on enemies instead of Charge and Poise being buffs, right? I don't know. Yeah, hopefully it's bad. So sad though, because there's so many cool things like Tremor. It's called Tremor Reverb, And it's not only is it yellow instead of blue, which is kind of lame, but it's just such a weird effect. I know it's yellow because it's supposed to be like sloth damage, right? Like it's the one that does the damage. Like there's a lot of cool things they could do with reverb as a like idea for tremor, right? Like imagine like upon bursting tremor against someone with tremor reverb, it also bursts tremor for every other person with tremor reverb or something like that, right? Make it so like tremor reverb is all about like spreading tremor or something, you know? Oh, cool things you can do. And also there's the fact that tremor reverb very much does not work alongside the other two, decay and fracture. Obviously, the M2 conversions aren't all going to work together. That's obvious enough. But fracture and decay work fairly well together, simply because you can just fracture into a stagger and then decay them and then just do a lot of damage. But here, like, I mean, I don't know. We'll have to see how it is. These are my first thoughts on it. I'm probably going to use it no matter what because it is a Teth, so that's decent. For Honglu, its competition is Soda and Rosate Desire, neither of which I care for much at all, so it works. But then the Sinclair Ego seems really cool. I like it a lot. Blubber Bubble. Say that 10 times fast. Blubber Bubble, Blubber Bubble, Blubber Bubble, Blubber Bubble, Blubber Bubble, Blubber Bubble. It's actually not that hard once you just take a minute to figure out how it sounds. Yeah, super cool. It being like a new type of, what do they call it? Like a, they have a janky term for it. It's the same type of like classification as charge barrier, right? I can pull it up here. I might as well, right? Because it's a shield management effect, like charge barrier is. I wonder why they specify. I wonder if it's going to be a thing for like EU gifts or something, or if it's going to be a new type of classification or something. I hope we get more stuff like that. I like the idea of shield management stuff. Charge barrier itself is kind of weird because, I mean, I think my only issue with charge barrier is the fact that it gains a benefit for warp units in particular. But warp units are fairly frail, so I understand them having like a shield type person, so I think that's cool. Yeah, more stuff like that is nice. And then just being a bunch of sinking and stuff like that. If you break the blubber bubble, it just does some sinking against the attacker, which is cool. It's just a random thing. That's not its main purpose. And it being like the shield like sticking around every turn is cool. And it being like capped is nice. I do wonder if it'll be actively like detrimental to someone like DHE Rodion though. It really depends on how like the cap works. Because if it's a cap that's like fairly low, like you might like ruin her shield potential entirely. I assume it'll be like a 30% or something like that, right? 25%. Feels like a good amount for shield. But like I don't think it'd be that detrimental to DHE Rodion. Also, no other IDs in the game that has shield nearly as much as DHE Rodion does, so that's fine. It doesn't say there, but like, can you only have one shield management at a time? Is that gonna be like part of the bit? I feel like they would have stated it if so. I don't know. Yeah, and of course, it's obviously going to be an ego you're going to use basically no matter what, because it replaces branch of knowledge. We'll have to see how much sanity costs. It's probably going to be a 15 or 20 sanity cost, so that's unfortunate, but that's how most Saiyans that aren't base should be. Otherwise, we get War-Legged Remains. Okay, let's see. Check our floors. What do we do for second floor? We choose this option. Okay, we can get Clover. If we can get Horseshoe from, like, the shop or something here, we could actually make the fusion gift, but we don't actually have enough people to trigger the fusion gift, so it wouldn't be worth it. But it's a possibility, so that's funny. Do you want to go for, like, Nebulizer or something? Might be a decent idea. I might just buy everything I see that's poise. Or everything that's good in general, I guess, maybe? I don't know. You can get Otis on a skill 3, that'll be funny. Bloody Gadget, sure. And we'll stick with that for now, yeah. That'll work. Get some events, cool. Drunkard. I'll take my stagger damage buffs. And Faith and Erosion, so we're just going to be fighting a bunch of Inquisitors. That's fine. Not too bad. Yeah. Blubber Bubble seems fun. I think the one thing about it is there's not really any of his IDs that's super heavily synergies with it. I assume Zwei or Mariachi would be the best synergies because there is like tanky IDs. They're not great for being tanky stuff. I could also depend on, what it costs, right? Because once again, Mariachi and Zwei, especially Mariachi, is super slow, won't actually be able to make use of Blubber Bubble too much. Although it does last several turns, though, so you could just set it up first turn. Might honestly be time for another Mariachi Sinclair solo once we get that E.G.O. Could be funny. We'll see. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah. I like it a lot. It is also the first Zayn we're getting from, extractions. Every other Zayn has been either from events or from battle passes, so that's interesting. I guess we'll have to see how that goes. Sinclair being the one is, like, very fitting. Because once again, the main reason why I think we just haven't had Zayans in the extraction is because imagine being someone who started for the first time, you get your first, like, extraction E.G.O, and it's just a Zayan. It goes into a slot you already have something in, which would feel super lame as opposed to getting, like, a Teth or a He, something that you don't have already. Yeah, sounds, like it'd be very unfortunate. But on the other hand, if it's for Sinclair, then replacing Branch of Knowledge isn't that big of a deal. Kind of the issue with most Zayn E.G.Os is the fact that a lot of the base E.G.Os are just really solid. Like, it's something like Soda Ryoshu, and like it's got like such an awful downside of not getting forced for the flames when you have Soda on Ryoshu, right? Stuff like that. It's fairly unfortunate, right? Something like Legger Domain works not only because Legger Domain is super good, but suddenly one day is one of the weaker Zayn E.G.Os, right? I don't know. Yeah, so replacing Branch of Knowledge will be good. Basically, every team that isn't Rupture is probably just gonna want Cavernous Wailing instead of Branch of Knowledge. Although I guess you could technically benefit from Branch of Knowledge with, like, Grip Sinclair, but you could also roll Tails and get your sanity increased, which you don't necessarily want, or maybe you would want it depending on the situation, right? It's too RNG to be beneficial even to a negative sanity unit. It's good for Talisman, and that's it. Because Talisman Sinclair gets 5 Talismans onto the enemy, and then he just spams Rupture, so he's just good at Branch of Knowledging, right? Yeah. Or maybe it's just a better idea to be safe and stick with Cavernous Wailing anyways. Who knows, we'll see, right? SP cost is going to matter a lot, but I think Cavernous Wailing, it gains highest resistance minus X attack weight. That's either going to be a 1 or a 2, so it's either going to be a 2-target or 3-target at max, right? Definitely not more than that. How many people did it only show hitting 2 people in the trailer? I don't remember, I should rewatch. It might have only hit 2 people, because one on the left, one on the right, right? There might have been another person on one of the sides, though. So it might only be a 2-target. If so, it could definitely get away with being a 15. If it's a 3-target, it might end up being as 20's SV cost, though. We'll have to see. I was thinking about this the other day, but, like, the reason why Legger Domain in particular is so stupid is because you gotta remember that when Zayn E.G.Os released, they didn't have any SP cost, right? Base E.G.Os didn't have any SP cost. So, the trade-off for running Legger Domain instead of Suddenly One Day is that Suddenly One Day costs 0 SP, while Legger Domain costs 10. And that was the only Zayn E.G.O on release. Beyond the base ones, I should... Yeah, so when they changed it to make base E.G.Os cost sanity and all that sort of stuff, they couldn't change Legger Domain because, they don't change things that aren't, free to everyone. So they're just kind of stuck with it being 10 SP. Also, Legger Domain is really stupid in general. Even without that, it's still stupidly designed E.G.O. Only 4 resources for a 3-target, you know, that also inflicts paralysis, and maggots aren't good, but I mean, it is part of it if you need the maggots, I guess. Yeah, do a little bit of that. We're gonna focus on killing the big guy here. I haven't been talking about what's going on in the game much, because there really hasn't been too much to talk about in the game, it feels like, so far. We've just been doing, you know, killing, these sort of things. It's pretty standard. It's a fairly standard run. Poise run with some weird units, that's for sure. But that's alright. Yep, just kill you with contract. Cool. And then we can focus on the other two, which aren't even enraged yet. So that should be pretty easy. You'd hope, at least. Yeah, and you also have 2+ coin drops, so you're rolling like garbage this turn. Whoop. 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 That should be good. Might not kill them both this turn, but we're going to do a lot of damage if nothing else. Might be able to get some staggers. We'll see, I guess. Depends on how it goes. We're having, you know, some weak attacks deal with the evade, so we might not get those rightmost 2 attacks, but that's fine if so. But depends on how high these guys roll their evades. Okay, Dawn might be able to... Okay, Dawn staggered that guy, cool. So this guy's the main issue right now because he's enraged, but he's also not going to be very hard to deal with. We can just do something like that and we should be set, right? Opportunistic Slash just kills you instantly, so we didn't even need to do anything beyond that, right? And Purify, cool. Victory. Second floor done and dusted. Let's see, let's pull up little floor indicator there. We're grabbing Clover to focus on the poise even more for the bit. Getting a random Poise gift. Did not gain a new gift. Alright, that's fine. I'm not worried. And we get Emotional Craving, so we're going to get Nebulizer at the end of this floor. Kind of unfortunate, actually. I would have preferred having, you know, a floor without Nebulizer so we could fuse for it, but... them's the breaks. If we get something else that's good for Poise, that could be nice. I don't know if there's really much else for Poise that helps a bunch. We'll upgrade Pen and Nostalgia, might as well. More Poise is funny. And we'll just save the rest of our cost, yeah. No need to go through more of it. Okay, we'll just take a Slash Ego. I never bother going for the tier 4 here. It's not good enough to warrant the fact that you could just lose so much SP and HP for everyone. Oh, that's Wayward Passenger. I actually don't think I fought him since before they kill switched him. I don't remember for sure, but I'm pretty sure I haven't fought him at all for a while. Because they kill switch him the week after Mirror Dungeon 4 for a week because he was causing soft locks and stuff, and the week after they brought him back. But I just think I still haven't fought him since then. I could have fought him, you know, earlier this run. I had the option to. Okay, you. Interesting. Pointless Researchers of the Ring. So silly. It's especially silly since we actually know what these guys are supposed to look like now if they weren't wearing the weird Oofy outfits. I do kind of wish they ditched the Oofy outfits when you fought them. I understand, like, they're... What is it? They, like, aren't actively members of the ring anymore or something? They mentioned that, right? Like, they've left or something? So I guess they're not technically members of the ring anymore. They're just former members of the ring that still are clinging on to it. They left it for the sake of N-Corp, I assume. Following their art through them or something. I don't know. Ring's still very silly. Can't wait till we see other people for the ring. We've seen the Pointillist, which are the bleed ones, so we just gotta see all the other ones, which are all the other status effects. You know, we know there's the Fauvists, you know there's the Cubists. They're also gonna be different status effects. So they're probably gonna be 2 others, factions as well. One for each of the main debuff status effects. If we get like 2 people per faction, then we're gonna have 10. Then we're gonna have 10 IDs already, and then we just need more. I don't know. We just need 2 people to be like the maestros and stuff that are just all about capitalizing off of every single one. Imagine an ID that gains benefits if the target has burn, bleed, tremor, rupture, and sinking all at the same time. Sounds funny. I think the ring stuff is probably going to take a while for us to get. That's for sure. But because they mentioned that's kind of like their plan in one of their posts they made when they're talking about nerfing the ring IDs. Which is a very fun idea for a faction, all about being a little bit of everything, and then some units that really benefit from all of it. Especially since, like, with a six-center team right now, you could capitalize off of that very well, because you could have one person per status effect, and then one person to capitalize off of everything, right? Maybe they won't do two people per faction for some of them, although they definitely could. We'll have to see with that in time. So far, the pattern has been, last season we got middle, this season we got ring. Maybe we're going to get thumb or index next season. Would be fun. Oh, I still have the floor. My bad. I completely forgot to remove that. Hopefully that wasn't too bad. Cool. That's a victory. What's they talk about? They're making some other random changes. Oh yeah, they're changing how like the shield HP displays so you actually can see how much like shield HP an enemy has. That's good. I think some other random things were listed in the patch notes as well. I think one of the funny ones I saw was the Liu Ishmael change, where apparently Liu Ishmael's passive hasn't worked assumably ever, which is really funny if so, because it's supposed to be burn count on target, but apparently he was thinking of burn count on self, and she didn't have any self burn or anything like that. Or I guess she's got Ardor Blossom Star Corrosion. Is that self or is it only other allies? I don't remember if it can even give burn self. Anyways, it doesn't give burn count to self, only potency, so it wouldn't matter. So the only way you could actually get her passive to work is if you were going into an enemy that was stacking burn count on you, like an Ardor Blossom Moth or something like that. Which is very funny, since, you know, Liu Ishmael's been in the game for 10 months at this point, and her passive hasn't worked at all this entire time, it seems. It's been like 10 months, god. Time is so weird. God, it's been a year since Canto 4, hasn't it? What day was that? That was end of March, or end of May, wasn't it? God, the year anniversary, that's coming up real quick. I assume it's just this week then, right? Let's see, I'm gonna try this. Oh no. Okay, ignore the ads. I'm pulling up one of my videos. June 11th. Oh yeah, right, it was Vanish. Oh no, this is the wrong one. I can't check this. Okay, I can't find it. My videos don't work, that's fine. But yeah, it's been almost a year, that's the main thing here. Okay, your turn. We can break both your arms immediately, probably. Oh, we've got an opportunity. Oh, opportunity slash doesn't work turn 1, though, anymore. That's unfortunate. You also do resist envy, so that's rude. Somebody can take the counter. You can probably take the counter. Okay, cool. You do that. Okay, we need to actually worry a little bit more about redirecting because you've got more speed than most of our people do. It's a little rude. Okay, you can redirect that. Can you redirect anything? You can't. You can't. Okay. So we can't actually redirect everything here. So we just kind of got to accept that fact. That's alright. You didn't even win this clash. Alright. Let's fourth match flame you. Yeah, it'll work. You'll be countered, that's okay. You can live, I think. You're also gonna fourth match flame here just to do more damage, because why not? Shh. Just want to make sure. We don't really have anything great to hit your weaknesses, because you're only weak to Gluttony and Lust, right? And we don't really have any great, like, mass attacks for that. We could do, like, Sanguine Desire or something if we wanted to go for a good Lust attack, but that's only single target unless we corrode it, which is a really bad idea. Duel this thing's arm, nice. Right blade's been staggered, cool. Contract does, like, nothing for us here. Okay, and dual strike will stagger the other arm, nice. So I think we break them both here, so that's good to see. Roll heads in 4th match lane, that's fine. Wrath for J next turn, though. Might go for like another 4th match flame or something just to capitalize off of it. 'Cause it's funny. Yeah, both his arms. He looks so funny when both his arms are broken. Like, look at this guy. You can't see him because the part's broken text, but like, he's so sad looking. We're gonna 4th match lane here just for the joke. I figure might as well. Which part of you is more fragile? Right blade does. Okay, cool. Go on right blade then. What did we do that inflicted fragile? Oh, contract. For a second I was like, wait a second, I don't remember having anything like the fragile, but no. I always forget the contract inflicts fragile because usually it just kills people. Kind of depends on the fight though. Tails, that's fine. This flame too is artful ecstasy after all. And bonk. Cool. I hate how this looks on Tails. It looks so bad on Tails compared to how awesome it looks on Heads. It's one of those, it's one of the E.G.O where it really feels the most, like, noticeable, the difference between Heads and Tails, it feels like. Some of them it's pretty noticeable too, but like that one especially. You can just feel the absence of coolness. Okay, and we can outspeed you and just kill you, I think. Yeah. You're gonna mass attack us and stuff. We don't really care though. So, how do you like them apples? If we somehow didn't do enough damage to kill him here, he would have, you know, high speed rip spaced us or whatever and like torn us to shreds, but we're too goated for that to happen to us, so there's no need to worry whatsoever, I think. And we get Nebulizer now. Cool. There's our poise. Give me an E.G.O gift. Sour liquor aroma. Alright. And final floor. What do we have here? Leftmost. Okay, Wrath floor it is. That's fine. We can live with that. And we can do something like that. Cool. Okay. Still want poise stuff, I guess? You want another shotgun shot? Might as well. It's funny. Tattoo. We've got some pride. I'm fine with that. Sticky muck, actually, yeah. Cool. That'll work. We'll get some more cost and, you know, make use of it in the final shop. That, I believe, is skin profit, though, yes? I believe so, yeah. Alright, that'll be our final boss then. We've got some random people to kill before we get to that point, though. And you know how much we love killing random people. Keep going for the turn 1 opportunistic slashes, but like it's such a sad change they made. Like, did they really need to nerf specifically LCR, Faust, and base Hong Lu? I guess also, like, what is it, like, Bongy K-Corp guys and K-Corp guys in general or something also have that attack sometimes? I think so. So they nerfed, like, the enemies at the same time a little bit, too. That's kind of rude. God. Looking at Heathcliff's skill 3, it's such an interesting one because it just deals bonus damage. Like, it's an odd thing to do because it's not like an increasing damage by 10%. It deals bonus damage by 10% damage dealt with heads hit with these coins, which is a very interesting thing. Kind of thing that you don't see a lot. There's some early IDs have some interesting mechanics that really never showed up again. Like, an idea that I really liked was how 7 Otis's skill 3 was both blunt and a little bit of slash, right? Because of how it worked, it also dealt some additional slash damage on top of it being a blunt skill to really make use of multiple weaknesses at once, which is very cool. Like, you know, it'd be cool if the other 7 IDs focused on that sort of shenaniganry a little more, right? I think so, at least. They're too busy rupturing people and whatnot. Okay. Try this. We've got a bad clash with Heathcliff, but it's Bongy K-Corp, guys. I'm not that concerned. It might only be actual Bongies have the thing, the like, if it didn't take damage next turn thing. Yeah, I think you guys don't have it. I like how they're called Swamped K-Corp Checkpoint Security. Like, yeah, no, they're just busy. That's all. Like, there's not like a chicken on their head or anything. They're just, you know, swamped with work. Very funny. Okay, shoot this thing with your gun, though. Awesome. Shotgun. Nice.
방금의 일격은 매우 좋았습니다. 제가 만약 도시에서 야구 선수가 되어 홈런을 날렸더라면
We're taking these guys down without too much of a hassle.
예사롭지가 않은데?
Yeah, just these two left. Cool. This was an elite encounter, wasn't it? And it's just some Pongy cards. Are they like level 50 something or whatever? Is that why they're considered an elite encounter? Because they don't really feel like an elite encounter? I didn't check their level. I assume it's something like that, though. Or maybe it's nothing. Maybe there's nothing special about them. That's also fairly likely, isn't it? Please expression, sure. Give me a random eagle gift. Torn bandolier, sure. Actually, that does benefit Ryoshu's skill 3, so that's cool at least. Not like that big of a benefit, but like it's a damage increase. It's like a what? Like 13% damage increase, 13.33333% damage increase for a skill 3, because it's 40% divided by 3. So like not great, but it's cool. It also buffs pierce attacks just in general, right? Clash power up. So yeah, we'll roll with it. Yeah, we can shoot you here. You've got some poise to start out with, so that's something. Oh, that guy's dead. Nice! This is the last normal fight of the run before we get our final event into our final shop, into our final rest stop, and then we'll fight the Skin Prophet. We've got Faust, we've got Fluid Sac, so the candles aren't going to be that big of a hassle, I don't think. Bonk. Nice. No funny crit on that one, but still just kill that guy with your shotgun, so that's pretty awesome. I like a good shotgun shot. And there we go. Cool. That's that. And this is this. As this I give me my golden grip thing at the worst time to get it, but it gives us some cost too, so that's nice, I guess. We could sell it if we wanted to. We can give Ryoshin a skill 3 though. Grabbing into friction really isn't very great for us, so I'm not too concerned about that. I'll just grab Grand Welcome for the bit. I guess I could have upgraded Nebulizer if I didn't do that. That's fine. Once again, I'm not that worried, right? Okay, you're going first, that's awesome. You're gonna get countered here, but that's fine. Oh, that's 2, okay. Yeah, you do that. And then we're gonna have everyone else just throw some random attacks in here. Your oof, Punition, Catch Breath, Weight of Knowledge, Gawky Nailing, sure. That was gonna do a lot just to start out with though, so it's kind of that easy. Yep, all the candles down. You get countered a little bit, but it's not a very bad counter, so I'm not that concerned. Oofing the candle definitely feels like overkill, but it's funny, so I'm not too concerned. We can oof Skin Prophet, so that'll be good. Okay, inflicting your weird Wrath Fragility shenaniganery. Okay, let's go. Let's kill you now. Let's kill this guy. Beat him to death with hammers. We don't have any mass attacking things on this team, so we don't have to worry about hitting the candles whatsoever. Just means we can't ego, which I wasn't really too concerned about in the first place, so I'm fine with that. We've got an oofit going. That'll be cool. Get the crit, please. Got it. Nice. There's some rupture shenaniganery. That's cool. Decent rupture damage is nice. The tremor is also present. It's not great, but it's there. Overbreathe. Bonk. Cool. And you got staggered. Nice. And we can just kill you here, I think. Yeah. 150 HP left. Not exactly a lot, is it now? And Opportunity Slash does gain the buff because it isn't the first turn of a fight. And finish you with Purify. Cool. Shame the music stopped there. I like that song a lot. I like most of the songs in this game. I don't know why I say it like I don't. Cool. Faust did a lot of damage here. Which, I mean, makes enough sense. Obviously, our Faust is strong. And also had skill slots, so... Yeah, that was our floor list. We get a nice 140 Starlight. And 3 Battle Pass levels. Cool. Love to see it. Give me those, and Daily Bull Time, see if we get anything special at all. Will we? Probably not, but it's possible. 1 star. Okay, send it back. Do we get anything here? 1 star, awesome. It's a 6 shard so far. Is it a 9 shard kind of day? 9 shard kind of day? Or is it a 21 shard kind of day? Make your choice. It's a 9 shard kind of day. Okay. Cool. But yeah. Fairly simple randomized run. Getting a prescript that does physically nothing to affect us is always a funny thing to see. And I can also switch my E.G.Os back to what I normally use instead of the stuff that I don't normally use. I'm actually remembering to do it at a normal time now, because usually I don't remember this until, you know, a couple runs later, which is fairly annoying sometimes, having bad E.G.Os when I want to have good E.G.Os, but that should be better. But yeah, anyways, that'll be all for this time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!